What an absolutely horrendous way to end this series for the Toronto Blue Jays. They lose 7-1 to the Tampa Bay Rays, and drop to 85-67 on the year. Stripling was, atrocious is an understatement, and I'm going to get to that in a bit. And this is the first time on my channel I will break down his entire outing, because it was that bad. I'll break that down for you right after we go through the scores and kind of how this game played out. Top of the first inning, though, the Jays get bases loaded. Right, they had runners in the corners with one out for Bo Bichette. He strikes out. Then Hernandez on an 0-2 pitch gets hit by a pitch. Bases loaded for Gurriel. He can't do anything with it. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, that's a golden opportunity against a young pitcher, Patino, and you can find a way to break this game open early. It could be good for you. They get nothing out of it. Merriweather kind of loses his command a little bit in that one inning he threw, but no runs crossed. And that's really all that matters. We go to the next half inning for the Blue Jays. Right after Merriweather got out of that tough jam, 2 pitches, 2 out. What the hell was that? Jake Lamb, an inside, and we understand, the Jays, their very first, they swing a lot of the first pitches, but they do a lot of damage like that. I get it. If they're good pitches to hit, you drill them. But don't just go up there and say, that's the first pitch, and go up there and hack. Because Jake Lamb, it's a little lazy fly ball. Reese McGuire, it's a lazy fly ball. And there's 2 out, and it's been 2 pitches. Then Jarrod Dyson's a soft line drive to left field, and it gets caught. And we're like, that's it. Like 7, 8 pitches, that's it. We're going to the next inning already. And out comes Ross Stripling. Oh, boy, it was awful. It's a clean second inning, We'll get to that in a bit. And then in the third inning, actually top of the third, the Jays come up again. And the first 2 guys get out on 3 pitches. And I'm like, are we going to see anything here? Like, what's going on? If you're going to do damage with the first pitch, do it. But otherwise, wait for your pitch. Nothing. Vladdy was a monster today. Hitting everything hard, which is great. That's what he does. But the rest of the team didn't get it done today. And we go to the bottom of the third inning. It's a 0-0 ball game. Yandy Diaz, it's a sacrifice fly. In comes Brendan Lau. Bases loaded, nobody out. It's a disaster waiting to happen. And then Austin Meadows, it's a 3-run bomb. Choi comes in to score. Rosarena comes in to score. It's 4-0 Rays. And at this point, it doesn't look very good. But it's to add insult to injury. Taylor Walls, it's a 2-run single. Mejia and Margot come in to score. It's 6-0. Like, what the hell? It's just complete debacle of a third inning for the Toronto Blue Jays. And I'm going to break that whole puppy down in a second. Bottom of the fourth inning, just to add on to it a little bit, Yandy Diaz, RBI single, and comes Rosarena. It's 7-0. The Jays get a sac fly in the top of the sixth inning from Teoscar Hernandez scoring Vladdy, but that's it. That's it for the offense. They get nothing going. Vladdy goes 2 for 3 with a run scored and a walk. 4 hits and 6 strikeouts all around for the Jays offense, but that's not the reason they lost. Ross Stripling was terrible. Like, what? Look, I'm going Tyler Chatwood-esque type of terrible. And people are going to be like, well, I don't know about that. Look, walking the bases loaded, that's bad. I understand that's terrible because he wasn't throwing strikes at all. But let me break down every single thing. Everything. Because I wrote down everything that happened in that outing. And I look at what happened. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what happened. Oh yeah, this is what was wrong. Because everything was wrong in each at bat. Let's break this down. Bottom of the second inning, comes out to face Margot. Hey, all right, fly ball to left field. It was fairly deep, about 10 feet from the warning track, but that's somewhat okay. Then Kevin Kiermaier hits a line drive right at Bo Bichette. It's a piss missile right at him. All right, we got the out. There's 2 out now. Then Mejia comes up, and he hangs a slider, and Buddy hits it about 800 feet down the right field line, but foul. I don't know if it was the next pitch or a couple pitches later, throws him another hanger. And it gets crushed into left field for a base hit. And I'm like, well, what do you expect when Buddy hits it 800 feet one way, and then you get, and then you give him another one, he's going to find a way. I don't care who the batter is. And then Taylor Walls comes up, and he hits one to the warning track. It's caught by Teoscar, but my God, hard hit contact all over it, but it's a clean inning. Let's go to the third inning. And this one was a disaster, like a full-on disaster. Brendan Lau hits an RBI single. It was a broken bat single, but I mean, my God, you can't blame him too much for it, I guess. But it was a middle away. I mean, good hitters will do that. And then a Rosarina comes up. This guy is known. He is full-on known to be a good fastball hitter, right? You hear it all around. He's a great fastball hitter. He crushes any fastball at 99, doesn't matter. He'll fire. He'll kill it. Why does this guy, whether it was planned this way or not, a 93, 92 mile an hour fastball in the inner half, that thing's just going to get clobbered. And he crushes down the left field line for a double. Let's keep going here. G-Man Choi comes up. Stripling's up 0-2 on him. I'm like, man, if you can get a punch out here, or even some soft contact and not score a run, he might be in good shape. No, he's up 0-2, and he tries to nibble on the corners. He throws 4 straight balls, and he loses them. You gotta throw a strike in that situation. But base empty, okay, fine, I'll try and live with this. But the bases are loaded now with nobody out. Up comes Yandy Diaz. He throws him a hanging changeup right over the middle of the zone for strike 1. How he doesn't swing at it, I don't know. But Stripling's like, well, he didn't swing at that one. I'm going to throw him another one in the same spot down the middle. You're nuts. Well, I don't care if he wanted to do this stuff. I'm just trying to get to the point where he was not good. So Yandy Diaz, his missile line drive to center field. It's caught by Dyson, but the run comes in to score. Then Austin Meadows comes up, and he tries to sneak a 92 mile an hour fastball middle up to a guy who leading the team in RBIs. He's got 20 odd home runs. He's a good hitter. So a fastball at 92, you don't throw 99, you're not going to beat him upstairs. But a 92, 93 mile an hour fastball at the top of the zone, that's good. That's just looking to get drilled out of the park. And what happened? That exact thing. Like, every at-bat they had against him today was hard contact or a walk or it found a hole. He was terrible. Flat out awful. And the fact that we're trying to be in a playoff race and we're firing out that, I hate to be this guy, but I would have rather seen Ryu out there 50% than what we saw from Ross Stripling today. That was just atrocious. When you put yourself in a 4-0 deficit, I don't care. The other 2 runs was just a little dribble up the middle for a base hit off of Saucedo. He wasn't any good either. But those 2 runs went to Ross Stripling, or one of them went to Stripling because he gave him another hit before he left the ball game. I turned it off at that point because I couldn't watch it anymore. I couldn't watch his outing anymore because he's hanging everything. Whether it's a fastball up in the zone, whether it's a changeup over the middle, a slider over the middle of the plate, or it's like, what the hell? Is this batting practice? Like, boy, you realize that's not our team. You're supposed to get them out. He ends up going an inning and a third. Allows 5 hits and 5 runs and walks a guy. Doesn't strike anybody out. And all 4 outs he got were hard hit balls. Fairly deep fly balls. You had 2 fly balls almost to the warning track. You had the line drive, which ended up being a sac fly, so it was good anyways. And then what was the other one? The line out to Bo Bichette from Kiermaier, an absolute missile at him. It was awful. Taylor Saucedo, went an inning and a third. He allowed 4 hits and 2 runs and got a strikeout, so he wasn't any good. Anthony Castro tried to keep the Jays in the ballgame, and how can you do that when you're down 6-0? But he went 2 1/3, no hits, no walks, couple strikeouts. Great job for Anthony Castro, so in quality pitches. Ryan Brucky was good. He went an inning, allowed 1 hit. Pearson, 1 inning, 1 walk, and a strikeout, so not bad from his standpoint. But overall, you have now lost 2 of 3 to the Tampa Bay Rays, and assuming the Yankees and the Red Sox win today, you will be, assuming they do. If they don't, hey, great, it's a miracle, whatever. They're playing the Mets and the flipping Texas Rangers. I'm not holding my breath at all. You would be 2.5 back of the Red Sox, and you'd be half a game now back of the Yankees, which is definitely something that is just going to grind our gears a ton. However, with all my yelling, with all my screaming, with all my getting angry at Ross Stripling, I do have to take it back a notch because the Rays are gone. They're done, right? We're done with them for the regular season. That's it. You now take on the Minnesota Twins for a 4-game series starting on, I believe it's tomorrow night. Yeah, 7:40 tomorrow. If you can find a way to take 3 of 4, or if the boys are really buzzing, you find a way to take all 4. It's never easy to sweep a 4-gamer, but if you can find a way to do it, then hell yeah, I'm down. Because the Red Sox, after those 2 games tonight, the Mets for the Red Sox and then the Yankees play the Rangers, after those 2 games, the Red Sox and Yankees play each other So if you can find a way to take care of business against the not good Minnesota Twins, I don't care about their offense being good and whatnot. They're not a good team. You have to beat them. You went 2-3 at Rogers Center. That's great. You got to go on a run here because if all goes bad tonight, you'll be half being out of a playoff spot. And as I mentioned yesterday, and I'll say it again, the Yankees play the Red Sox for 3, us for 3, which is going to be ludicrous at Rogers Center, and the Rays for 3 to end the year, where we end our year with the Baltimore Orioles. So schedule-wise, we're still in good shape. However, the boys got to go out there and they got to do a job. Watching what I saw from Ross Stripling today, they can't have that happen again. You know why? He lined up to be out there against the New York Yankees. That's not going to happen. That's all I got to say. I need to let all this out. I'm glad you guys were here to hear it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you agree with me. If not, I look like a complete idiot. But I do look like a complete idiot half the time anyways, but that's okay. Moving forward, tomorrow's game against the Twins in Mini is a 7:40 first pitch. And Steven Matz gets the ball for the Jays. Michael Pineda gets the ball for the Minnesota Twins. He pitched game 1 at Rogers Center, and he wasn't bad, but our pitching, I believe it was Ryu. Was that his start? I can't remember. I believe it was Ryu, and he wasn't very good at all. So, Matz, look, we've all talked about how good Barrios, Manoah, and Robbie Ray have been all year. Quietly, Steven Matz has been phenomenal. We need that again. You need to start a good one. You need a good start to this series on the road. The final road series of the regular season, you got to find a way to do a job in game 1. Matz Pineda in game 1 tomorrow night, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and you did not enjoy the ball game today, because it was ugly, smack the like button to appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you're not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, your thoughts on the game. What'd you like, what'd you not like from today's ball game for the Toronto Blue Jays? There is not a lot to like from today's game, but if you want to pick something, go ahead. Well, Vladdy. I guess you can go with Vladdy. He was great, as always. All right, hit the subscribe button if you guys not already. Comment down below everything. I already hit that stuff once, but I'm all jacked up right now. Guys, go nuts in the comments below. Your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions right now. Let it all out. Let me hear it all. All right, Twitter is down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM, all that great stuff. The Instagram link is down below as well. So follow up there if you have not done so already. I will talk to you guys probably Leafs edition tomorrow, preseason preview edition. We'll talk about all that stuff tomorrow. As for the Blue Jays, we'll talk to you tomorrow as well. 7:40 first pitch in it's not called Target Field anymore. I don't even know what it's called. In Minneapolis, Minnesota, as the Jays start the 4-game series against the Twins, a massive 4-gamer, the final road series of the year. Find a way to take care of business. If you can do a job and get that playoff spot back, heading back to Rogers Center for a 6-game homestand to end the season, it's going to be wild. You got to start good tomorrow. Matz Pineda, 7:40 first pitch. Thank you guys for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.